We all absolutely love our cats, right? But are we really giving them everything they need to thrive? Today, we're going to go way beyond just food and shelter. We are diving deep into building a world that's perfectly designed for them, and it all starts by understanding what truly makes them tick. So, let's get into it.
It's a question I think every single cat owner worries about. We give them love, we give them food, a warm spot to nap, but sometimes there are these really subtle signs of stress that can just fly right under the radar. So, how can we be sure our home is a true sanctuary for them and not something else? Well, the secret, the real game changer, is to stop thinking like a human and start seeing the world through their eyes. Seriously, once you get a handle on their core instincts, every little choice you make, from their water bowl to how you play, can completely transform their well-being. It changes everything. To help us make sense of all this, we're going to use a little metaphor, the pyramid of feline well-being. And just like any strong building, it all starts with a rock-solid foundation. And for our cats, that foundation is their physical health. These are the absolute non-negotiables. First up is something we, and I mean we, often overlook: water. The thing is, cats are notoriously bad drinkers, and that's a huge problem because proper hydration is absolutely vital for flushing their system. It helps prevent really painful and sometimes life-threatening urinary crystals and blockages. And this is especially critical for male cats. So how do we get them to drink more? Well, first, don't just put out one bowl. Spread multiple water sources around your home. And since cats are naturally drawn to moving water, a fountain can be a total game changer. You also got to think about their whiskers. They're super sensitive, so wide, shallow bowls are best to avoid that discomfort. Of course, fresh water every day is a must. Oh, and here's an easy one. Adding wet food to their diet is a fantastic way to sneak more hydration in. All right, let's talk about it. The dreaded litterbacks. Getting this right prevents so many behavioral and health problems. And the very first rule is all about size. It's represented by this number right here, 1.5. And the second rule? It's all about how many you have. If you've got more than one cat, the magic number you need is always +1. So what on earth do these rules actually look like when you put them into practice? Okay, let's break this down. Your cat needs space, right? So the box needs to be at least 1.5 times their length, from nose to the base of their tail. Next, you need one box for every cat you have, plus one extra. And don't just clump them all in the basement. Spread them out so there's always a safe, private spot nearby. And remember, this isn't just about keeping things clean. Keeping an eye on what's in that box is one of the best ways you can catch early signs of illness. And the last piece of this health foundation is the decision to spay or neuter. The pros are huge. It can dramatically increase their lifespan and it lowers the risk of certain cancers. But there is one really important thing to keep in mind. The procedure can slow down their metabolism. That makes them more likely to gain weight. So after the surgery, it's absolutely crucial to monitor their food and keep them active. Okay, foundation is set. It's solid. Let's move up to the next layer of our pyramid. Now that we've covered the body, it's time to focus on their mind. We need to create a home that really speaks to a cat's powerful, natural instincts. To really, truly understand a cat, you have to get this one core concept. This single idea explains so much of what they do. They are hardwired to be both a hunter and prey. And what that means is they have this deep need to stalk and hunt, but also an equally deep need to hide, get up high, and watch out for danger. Your home has to provide for both sides of that nature. Now, the official term for all this is environmental enrichment. Yeah, I know, it sounds kind of fancy, but all it really means is creating opportunities for your cat to just be a cat, to hunt, to climb, to explore, to hide. It's all about fighting boredom and stimulating those incredible little minds. And look, this stuff does not have to be complicated or expensive. Interactive play with a simple wand toy, that's a hunt. Puzzle feeders make them work for their food, just like in the wild. Cat trees and shelves let them get up high. That's that prey instinct kicking in, looking for a safe lookout spot. And hey, never ever underestimate the pure joy and security of a simple cardboard box. Okay, let's tackle a behavior that drives a lot of cat owners absolutely crazy: scratching. We see it as destructive, right? Ruining our furniture. But what if I told you it's a vital, completely non-negotiable part of what it means to be a cat? So here's the thing. They are not trying to destroy your brand new sofa. Scratching is communication. It leaves behind visual marks and scent from their paw pads that basically says, hey, this is my space. It's also a fantastic way for them to get a full body stretch and relieve stress. So the answer isn't to stop them, it's to redirect them. Give them great scratching posts right next to the things you want them to leave alone.
All right, we've built the foundation of health. We've enriched their environment. Now, we've reached the very top of the pyramid. This is the part that ties it all together, the powerful, incredible bond between you and your cat.
Remember those daily play sessions with a wand toy we talked about? They are doing so much more than just burning off energy. That kind of play, it's a conversation. You are speaking their language, the language of the hunt. Letting them complete that hunt, catch, kill sequence with the toy builds their confidence and it deepens their trust in you. And that trust is everything when it comes to training. I mean, the difference between these two approaches couldn't be more night and day. Punishment, things like scolding or using a spray bottle, it just doesn't work for cats. Period. They don't connect the punishment to what they did, they connect it to you. It creates fear and it shatters your bond. On the other hand, positive reinforcement, rewarding good behavior, is the only way to actually improve their behavior while making that bond even stronger.
Even something as simple as how you pick them up plays into that trust. So here's the right way to do it. Always support both their front and back ends. Put one hand right behind their front legs to support their chest, and use your other hand to support their hindquarters. Lift gently, keep their body nice and level so they feel secure. And please, whatever you do, never lift an adult cat by the scruff of their neck.
So when you put it all together, the health, the environment, and the bond, it really all boils down to this one central idea. A truly happy cat, a thriving cat, lives in a home that respects and provides for every single part of their nature, their inner hunter, their cautious prey instincts, and their amazing capacity as a loving companion. It doesn't have to be a huge project. It could be as simple as adding one more water bowl or tossing a cardboard box on the floor or just setting aside 5 dedicated minutes for playtime tonight. So think about it. What's one small change you can make today to see the world through their eyes? Thanks for tuning in.